another toll. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the EZPZPodcast. I am your host, Shaun. With me tonight, joining me in my Mazda that you can probably hear in the background, is Nick Gandy. What up, Nick?
How's it going, guys?
Wake up, Nick. All right, so we've got kind of a special edition episode here. We just got done seeing Armor for Sleep. Is that a cop? Yeah. Jesus, so many cops.
So many, yeah. 15 cops.
Yeah, we are currently driving home from Chicago. Back in the middle of July, I want to say, Armor for Sleep, one of my favorite bands of all time, Nick's favorite band of all time, he's never even seen them, announced that they were doing a 10-year anniversary tour, which a lot of bands seem to be doing the last couple of years, for What to Do When You Are Dead. And yeah, it was awesome. We said hell yeah, we're going. We actually did a road trip for Title Fight earlier in the year where we both kind of rediscovered how much we loved that album and that band. We said, I think we made a pact. We're we're gonna go. If they announce the tour, we're gonna go.
Right.
And they ended up doing that a few months later. Yeah.
We did it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and so we got those tickets, doing it. We aren't even staying in Chicago. We literally drove up earlier today. I'm about to drive home, drink a lot of energy drinks.
It's currently 11:15. We're scheduled to get home at around between 3 and 4 p.m. or a.m.
Yeah. So let's start. We're doing this episode to this special edition episode because we don't think that we're going to be able to record a normal one, and we want to keep the ball rolling. We've got great momentum as a squad right now. We're back on track after a crazy summer of a lot of crazy stuff. Let's start with, we were going to diet and stick to our diet. We were both dieting and just kind of trying out a new thing. I'm doing it, the 4-Hour Body, for one of my projects at school, trying to immerse myself in that. And after eating half a bag of Oreos on Wednesday and Lydia made cookies on Thursday, I just said, screw it. We went to Burger King, halfway, you would say, or what?
I don't even know what town we were in, but I know we had been
it was like a shithole.
We had been in Illinois for maybe an hour or two.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were screw it, let's hit the first thing we see. We saw BK, and we're we haven't had BK in a while.
Well, we were gonna go to Wendy's.
Yeah, we were gonna get the Halloween Whopper, but they were out of buns, and I guess they said that all of BKs in the U.S. didn't order enough of those buns or something, so they just don't have any, which I was kind of bummed because I wanted to poop green, but
yeah. So for the listeners playing at home, the Halloween burgers, the one that's been in Japan for a while, it's a black bun, and it just looks kind of gross and nasty and
it's supposed to be flavored with A1 or something.
Yeah, so whatever. We were gonna try that, but they were out. We got nasty amounts of Burger King. Probably going to it's you can feel it still in your gut 7 hours later, 8 hours later. But yeah, so the Burger King was really weird. We had the two girls that were working at the counter, older, I don't even know, we're just being weirdos, not even they just wouldn't leave us alone. They kept looking at us, trying. Nick and I were over it. We were just trying to burn some time because we were gonna arrive in Chicago really early. And yeah, they were just acting weird. So they probably just listened to the show,
yeah, they were fans. They knew.
Yeah, they're oh, I recognize his voice. Oh my God, that's the EZPZ boys. Oh my God, they're fangirling. I don't know.
Probably.
So we ate horrible BK. What else did we do, Nick? Well, what's the funniest part about the trip? Probably
randomly walking around Walmart because we thought that was another good way to kill time, and we didn't do anything.
So we walked across the street from BK. This isn't the funniest part of the trip. Don't even worry, listeners. But the funniest part is coming up next. But anyway, we walked from BK to Walmart. It's right across this pond, essentially, in this crappy town in Illinois. Yeah. And we walk in there. We literally ask each other wait, why are we even in here? And we just cut.
It was a very sad Walmart. It was the smallest Walmart I've ever seen.
It was really small, yeah. And we were just what? Why do we even come here? We almost did a U-turn and turned around and left. Right. We went to the bathroom. Okay, so we left Walmart.
That Walmart didn't have paper towels. Screw that Walmart.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Okay.
Back on the road.
We're trying to burn some time, yeah.
Yeah. What else did we do after that? Did we?
Let's just get to some of the good stuff, okay? So we get to Chicago.
Yeah.
We get to Chicago. We get to the House of Blues. We pass it because the traffic was crazy. It was 5:30. So it was about 6.
Yeah.
And no, it was 5:30. Okay, so and we finally get a parking spot. We see 30 is gonna be around $40 for a total of like over 3 hours. Yeah. So we're like, fuck, that's $20 each. That sucks. Oh well, screw it. So we park there. We start walking around because we have like an hour and a half to burn. So we're walking around Chicago. It is beautiful. It's like the most beautiful part of Chicago. I've never even been to this part.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, I guess I have been to this part for the last time I saw Armor for Sleep at the House of Blues.
Oh, and first time I've ever seen Lake Michigan as well. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, legit.
We're like blocks from it in like Lakeshore Drive. Like
we drove past it. Like we were in traffic right next to it, and we like saw people just like running. Like lots of people were like working out, walking. It was like a park almost.
That was cool.
Like it was cool. Yeah, and then we're walking around. We like were considering going to like multiple places to eat, but it just kept being like steakhouse. It's really nice places. You could tell like it was the financial district or whatever you want to call it. It was just beautiful. So much awesome like architecture and buildings.
We were gonna hit that one place that was like New York pizza, and we walked in and I grabbed a bottle of water.
Bagels too. They had like it was just set on this like outside like sign. It was like New York style pizza. We're like, heck yeah, that's what we want. Chicago or New York style pizza, good pizza.
And I looked. I mean, they didn't even throw one. They only had like one half of one pizza out, so they didn't even have that many options. And
it was dinner time.
Yeah, no, and they were sitting there for like 5 minutes, and people were working, but no one ever looked at us or said hi or anything.
I'm like, Nick, walk up to the register, and he's like,
and I stood there, nothing happened.
He's
like,
like,
all right, screw it. Like,
screw it, let's walk out. We were like, felt like such Chicagoans. Like, we were like, screw you, you didn't show me good service, bro. Like, get out of here. So that was like New York, kind of like, or Boston. All right, so we left. We were like walking around, dude. It was like the sun was setting. It was beautiful. Like, it was super sweet. Like, I don't even know exactly where we are. I guess some people can kind of like picture in their head if they've been to Chicago. It was like the area right next to Lake Michigan. Like, is it like are you sure it's Lake Michigan?
Like, it is, yes.
Okay.
Straight up the heart of Chicago.
Yeah, it was
awesome. Just looking up the whole time, so you could tell we were tourists.
We took tons of pictures.
Yeah.
Like, it was just cool. We were like, we want to like not go to a music festival once in our lives and like just actually go like on a long weekend trip to like Chicago, like and just like stay in a nice hotel, like explore the city.
Exactly.
So we get to a place called the Dough Bros. We start and eat. Like, dude, that place was legit. So like I can't tell like it was actually legit or were they like it was like re-microwaved pizza.
Well, it looked like the pizzas were made and just sitting there, and then they just popped them in this brick oven, which was legit. But
it looked like they were made and like cooked, and then they just warmed them up in a brick oven.
Yeah.
So
it tasted amazing though. It was really good.
Yeah, no, it tasted really good. It was like fast food pizza, but it was like really good.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. I just don't want to be like we were like in the moment like this is the best pizza ever. Right. But now that I'm thinking about it, was it like the crappy like kind of pizza that you can get in Chicago? Like I think it was.
I don't think it was the best by any means, no, but it was decent.
It hit the spot. Like
on a 10-point scale, what do you think? Like 7?
6.5, 7.
Yeah. Okay.
It was no, I would say 7. Yeah, it was good pizza.
Yeah, it was really good.
So it was $4 slice. I had a cauliflower on mine and like red peppers. That was cool. And like I got cheese. You got this like crazy pepperoni pizza, like gigantic slices. I mean, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so we get done with that. We're walking around trying to kill a little bit of time. We walk down to like the area where the like ferries are like going through like the river that or whatever, like
through the city. Yeah,
it was really cool. It's just super pretty.
Chilling with a duck, like it was just hanging out by all these people. It's fiending for fries.
Yeah, like what the heck? At Flanders, fries and beer, brew or fries and beers or whatever. It's cool. It was right there, like on like the little river or whatever. I don't really even know what it is.
I have no idea, but I know that you could see like the house
under the bridges. Like the river went under bridges and stuff. Yeah, like so. We are done with that. Like it just got done like enjoying like the most beautiful part of Chicago.
Right.
Go to the House of Blues and we're like looking at the schedule like by where people are like getting tickets or will call and it says Papadozio. And we're like, what the heck? I was like, what? Nick, like what's going on? Like, is there a separate part of the House of Blues out there?
Right.
Armor for Sleep's show is gonna be at, or like what?
And actually wasn't that many people there, so I was like, yeah, kind of offset by it all.
Yeah, and so I was like, what the heck? I walk up to the guy. He's like, Armor for Sleep isn't playing tonight. That's not the band that's playing. Papadozio is. I'm like, wait, what?
No way.
Oh my god. I was like,
this whole time. I honestly thought that was it, and we would have to like just pack up and go home. Like I didn't.
Oh really?
For a split second, I was like, we're fucked. Like, what are we supposed to do?
No, so like I look at my email and like the ticket, and like just because like life is so hectic right now, I didn't like map my whole entire everything out. Like I just assumed it was at the House of Blues, or I could have sworn it was there. Like must have got moved or something.
I think you just had that notion because
that was the last time. Yeah, that's where I saw them last time,
right.
like on their farewell tour in 2012.
Right.
So yeah, maybe that's what it was. So yeah, we were like, oh crap. Like we asked the guy, hey, how close is the metro, which is where it was actually at.
Right.
And he's like, oh, it's only like 25 minutes away. So we're on E though, which sucks. And yeah, we like leave, we jet to the car, and since we'd only had been parked for like an hour, we only had to pay $12 for parking, not 40.
Right.
Yeah, so we jet there. We actually like realized like
pretty good time.
We were fine. Like we actually stopped at a gas station, filled up, and then we went to the show. We ended up missing the first two bands pretty much. We saw like one song of Bonfires. Right. So we missed the Cold Seas, which is Nash, I believe, is the drummer from Armor for Sleep's new band, right. Cold Seas. Yep. They were like apparently pretty good. Like people were buying merch and stuff. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm gonna check them out.
The Bonfires.
I'm pretty sure I've listened to a couple songs of theirs though. Like I'm talking about the Cold Seas, and I just because I you know, like Nash will get on Armor for Sleep's like Twitter or Facebook and like say, hey, this is me, like this is my band. I'm pretty sure it's Nash. Either way, one of the members is in it. Right. But anyway, we saw the last song of Bonfires, which was really solid. They sounded really good.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and they had good energy on stage, and definitely they've been like applauded. Like people have talked about them in our scene. Like they were just a newer up and coming band. I think they are from Chicago. I'm pretty sure. So like, yeah, it was just a really good band to like get on this tour. Didn't really have to travel. Yeah, they're from Chicago. So Armor for Sleep. We obviously didn't miss anything of theirs, which is nice.
Thankfully, yeah.
They opened with Wanderers Guild, which, yeah, amazing song. I was happy with it. Like, open with the older songs or the songs that aren't on What to Do When You Are Dead, so you can play that whole album all the way through. They didn't actually do that. They played out of order and stuff. Like,
yeah, which I thought was kind of odd. I expected it to just be front to back, but
yeah. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, it's, you know, we're getting back together and we love this album and it came out 10 years ago. No, it was like a What to Do When You Are Dead 10-year anniversary tour. Only like a handful of shows on this entire
we're
thing.
We're playing again because of this anniversary type of thing.
And yeah, I mean,
we'll play the whole album. Yeah.
So when they first walked on stage, before they opened with Wanderers Guild, first thing I thought was like, wow, these guys look kind of old.
They did. They looked old. I don't know. It's weird because they also had their like swooping haircuts.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just expected them to have tattoos, but none of them had tattoos.
Well, the guitar player and Ben Jorgensen, the lead singer, had their haircuts still like. Actually, the guitar player's haircut's kind of closer to mine, a little bit longer. Right. But yeah, the bassist straight up like looks like a dad.
Yeah, with his weird little dance.
He didn't have like the dad bod that people are like talking about. But what I mean by it is like a sports clip haircut, like. Just
kind of loafers with no socks.
Yeah, like a goofy looking guy, but he had like great energy. He was kind of weirdo, like in some ways. Like he was dancing kind of funky, like totally awkward, and weird.
You can tell he was having fun though.
Yeah, totally. Oh, I think he had the most stage presence by far.
For sure,
yeah, moving around like crazy. Right. He was the first person on stage to thank us, like for coming out for that. Right. I always thought that was kind of weird. Like Ben was like kind of.
He didn't really talk much.
He was reserved.
Yeah.
It was like he was like the shy kid in school. Like. He was back to that. Like, he did say a couple of things that were kind of fun throughout the show, like about how last time they played at the Metro, he loves the Metro, is one of his favorite venues. But last time they played there, which obviously wasn't on that farewell tour, it was probably in 2010 when they did their last tour. Right. He was like super sick like that night, and he was like puking off stage in the middle of the set.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean.
Overall, the set, what was your like?
So yeah, like
song like.
I mean, The Truth About Heaven. Like when that broke in, that was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Any song from What to Do When You Are Dead, just honestly, like I love that album. That's why I went. Like one of the best. I would have gone probably either way, but like that's why I went.
In 10 miles, keep left.
Oh yeah, there's our
Thank you, Siri.
Let me think. Like, I was really happy to hear. Like, they opened up with Wanderers Go. I love that. Run Right Back In. I was like surprised they played that off that off album that was like a slump in some people's eyes. Like that was one of the reasons why everyone seems to think like they broke up.
They just kind of stopped. Yeah.
Well, like there were like rumors when they like announced like, hey, we're no more. We're done after this last tour or whatever.
Right.
Like 2009 or 10. I think it was 10. Yeah. There were like rumors, and I remember like getting comments on absolutepunk.net, like in the forums.
Right.
I remember commenting because somebody was like hating on Ben, saying no, he just got too big of a head. Like Nash and the bassist, Nash and the guitar player, like don't even like Ben. He's just got too big of a head now. Blah blah blah. And I remember being like, no, I'm like defending Ben because I'm a huge fan of theirs, like huge fanboy of him, like his lyrics. Super great emo like artist. Like he can write a hell of a good emo, lyrically driven song.
One of the best,
I remember defending him, but like I had multiple people like comment or like direct message me on that, like way back then, 2010, about how like no, he like really did have too big of a head. I mean, I can kind of see it probably.
Yeah.
He did do a solo record right after they broke up, and it wasn't like I loved it. I actually friended him on Facebook, and like I am still friends with him. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, and like messaged him a couple times about how I absolutely love like his solo stuff and love this, love that. Where's the tollway here?
Wait,
is this a tollway?
No, I don't think so. Just keep going.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so long story short, like it just what I'm trying to get at is it looked like they were all having fun. They were like smiling at each other. They were having fun.
I mean, so do you think this is gonna be it for them for a while again? Like
no, they're done. They are never gonna make new music. It's not like Seosin, where Seosin broke up because Cove Reber, their lead singer, was like dipping into drugs and so forth.
Right.
Now Seosin's releasing an LP3, their third album next year, with Anthony Green at the front again, which is awesome.
I'm so excited for that.
Dude, Anthony Green is just like, he went from like clawing his way out of addiction and drugs with Circa Survive and his solo stuff to like killing it with that, then getting back into drugs even after he had his first kid. And now he's like back into like just being a great dad and just I don't know. He just seems like he's just trying his hardest to like stay away from something that's going to be a part of his life forever, addiction.
Right, for sure.
But yeah, back to Armor for Sleep. No, they're done. They're not going to get back together.
Right.
They're probably going to do maybe a couple more tours like this in their next few years. I'd say like next 3 to 5 years, but I don't think they'll ever be like an active band.
Right.
Again.
I just meant show-wise in general. Like, do you think this 10-year tour would be it for them? But I think that's...
no, I could see them like doing festivals or something again, maybe like
just one-off shows.
Yeah, like we were doing the numbers right when we got in the car, right? Like they probably made a couple grand. I mean,
nothing crazy.
At least
this is more for the fans than
right. They didn't make a ton of money. Like they like Ben and or the bassist, whoever it was, like announced on stage about how like they were using Bonfire's all their equipment, like all Bonfire's like instruments and stuff. So
that was strange. Yeah,
I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I mean,
I guess they're not all totally active anymore.
Well, yeah, because Ben lives in California. He's married to an actress.
Right.
The lead singer Ben Jorgensen. And the other guys probably live, I don't even know, but like they're all from New York.
Right.
Wait, no, Ben lives in California. I think Ben lives in New York. I don't know. Either way, like they all flew in. Right. Like you could tell, like that's why they didn't have any gear. They didn't drive here. I mean, they're doing these one-off weekend shows, you know. So yeah, they're not making a ton of money. I guarantee, like it would have. They paid for their trip probably. They probably stayed with friends in Chicago. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's hard to like think about all the logistics because like at $25 a head, and like there's probably 700-800 people there. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, there's a lot. There's tons of people.
It's smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah, the Metro is a lot. It's probably, I would say, about a little bit bigger than Woolies here in Des Moines. So
yeah, but
I would say it didn't sell out. I know that much.
Yeah. because it's like 3 levels rather than if Woolies was wide. So I guess it makes sense it'd be about the same size if you stretch it out, you know.
I think it is bigger than Woolies.
Yeah.
So
It's a really cool venue though.
yeah, really cool. I've never been to the Metro, obviously, because yeah. But let's get into a couple things about the venue. So no videos. They were telling people that were trying to even the 15 seconds or 10 or whatever it is for Snapchat. They were stopping people.
Right.
You can't take videos. There's no crowd surfing. They were stopping people from crowd surfing by pushing them back into the crowd when they got to the front.
Rather than catching them. I thought that was strange.
Yeah.
They were just pushing back into the crowd.
So yeah, I mean it was like, you know how there's like this bro-y like camaraderie with First Fleet in Des Moines. Like, no offense to anybody, if you're anyone listening, like, we love First Fleet. Oh my God, thank you Sam Summers for bringing all this awesome music to Des Moines. Like, it's like when I was growing up, you know, I got to see it. But it seemed like there was like that same exact thing with like the Metro and like whoever's putting on like those shows.
The crew working behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're all like laughing, like after they would like tell someone to stop with their cell phone, they were all like, I don't know, it's just weird. It was like that weird like
Control
cult
of it, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a cult type thing. Overall, great show. Ben sounded really good, but there was like obviously some notes missed. I liked how they did like some crazy things to like end songs when instead of like going on and on, they like dun 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 dun. Like
yeah, I noticed
they
that
were
was
doing like
strange.
different things. Honestly, it was like I don't really feel like they phoned it in per se, like, but I don't feel like they practiced probably very much at all.
They probably didn't. I mean, yeah, with their
what would they do? Like
right there.
Skype with each other and like they.
Right.
I mean, you could tell it wasn't like they had been like in a tour bus together last year, all year, like touring across the country. Like,
right.
They just haven't played shows like since 2012. Only those handful of shows when they did their farewell tour.
Right.
Keep left.
2 months.
And in 2010 was their last tour, I believe, like I said earlier. So you could just tell these were musicians that haven't played together in a long time. Still sounded really good. Looked like they had a lot of fun on stage.
Definitely.
Ben wasn't able to hit a few of the higher, crazier notes because he hasn't been a lead singer of a band for a long time. Lots of fun though, overall. I'm super glad that we spent over $100 each on this trip. And
totally worth it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
especially for my first time and probably last time seeing them. Like,
yeah, you had to have seen it. You had to see them.
It was kind of a must for me. Like, I couldn't not miss it, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to go. I'm glad we actually it's just fun. These like just you and another friend that love the music, going to shows, and like road tripping and just like chatting about bull, singing, laughing, farting, getting along. Like, it's just fun because you're not like worried about like everybody having fun. Is everybody able to like keep up with me when I'm running down like Chicago trying to get to my cars? Yeah, so I can get to the opposite side of Chicago to get to the correct venue, you know. We were just like booking it, you know.
Right. It's just harder when you have a bigger crew of people to worry about.
It really is, and we're so like this last summer it was just music festival. So overall, awesome time, awesome show.
Yeah, it was sweet. We got a toll coming up.
Yeah, we gotta pay for this toll. Hold on.
Damn, so many tolls, so many cops.
It's ridiculous. There really are a lot of each. Alright, so this has been special edition. We just paid our toll, 360 penny toll. 360 pennies. We're driving back now. Like I said, we're probably gonna get home at 4 a.m. I've got to get up early and go work with Lydia's mom, the frame shop. But this has been special edition episode 3 now of the EZPZ podcast with Shaun and Nick over here.
Yeah.
You over here? Can I get over here?
Oh yeah. We'll try to stay awake.
Yeah, we will. We're about to listen to Super Knock and Boost, episode 20. Homies over at IGN doing their thing. Amazing podcast. Check them out if you haven't. But until next time, special edition episode 3 of the EZPZ podcast. Armor of Sleep.
Armor of Sleep.
God dang it. I'm tired. Armor for Sleep edition, Chicago. I'm Shaun Johnson. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Shaun. We out. This is the end of running away. I know how I feel, blown through my time.
Damn.
Damn, son.